because we've got a little expectation here from Caesar, or expectation from Cleopatra to see what Caesar's going to tell her. And then she goes back to the beginning because it is da capo, right? Getting back to the head, and we're going to hear it again. All right. So let us do a little listening, see how this guy goes. Here's our favorite. But at least with this one, it's at the very end, so I can. Oops. No, we're not going to get the. We're not going to get the epitaph of Cyclus here. There it is. Okay. Good. What do you hear in the continuo? Harpsichord? Anything else? Some sort of bowed instrument, either a violone or a bass viol of some sort, right? Probably a viola da gamba, since that's what's called for in the full orchestra. So I guess that's where it is. Oh, well, you know. And cello as well. So lots of text, a lot of plot development. Now enter Caesar. Ah, Caesar played by a high voice, even though he's the emperor. This would be played by a castrato. So a little sinfonia here. The aria material will be built off of this original, some of the material you get in the symphony. Caesar. What do you see? When in a blaze of light did the gods descend to the earth? What has he just seen? Cleopatra. Pick up the type. Here's the dart. Dart of Cupid. Before this goes on any further. Now, given what does this feel like? It's a dance, right? Remember, in the Baroque, lots of our pieces are based on dances. This is a slow dance in 3. Anybody maybe figure out have some previous knowledge of what that is in the Baroque period? You bass trombone players.
Oh.
You've probably played one in the Bach cello suite.
It's a saraband.
It's a saraband, right. And the thing about the saraband, it's a slow dance in 3, but the emphasis is on beat 2, which is unusual for music. Usually we do 1, right? 3 to 1. Where actually in the saraband, it's the weight of the step is on beat 2. Concertino is playing along with her, very thin. So she's singing about how much she just loves Caesar. Any of you theory wonks tell me what just happened there? Going from bar 25 to 26? Not a Picardy. Instead of cadencing, instead of having a cadence from 5 to 1, what did it cadence to? This is going from bar 25 to 26. To 6, which is called a what? Deceptive or evaded cadence. Ah, very good, see? We cross over these things from theory to history. Now into our relative minor, but a different feel, not the saraband feel here. Notice the text here, pitiable for you longs my gloomy heart. So that works with the minor mode. Now our heart is heavy. Such a beautiful song. Has she succeeded in her quest? Yes? No? Yes! Right? He's going, oh my God, the most loveliest thing I've ever seen in my life. Now how is this A section different from the first A section? Listen to the vocal part. What's that? She's embellishing, right. This would be typical in this, I mean, you gotta make it a little bit different, so you what I'm supposed to show, what I wanted to show you here is I have some additional reading about Handel. Some of them, and hopefully it'll come up at some point here. And it's in the Dropbox, rather than just give you a sheet of paper. It's in the Dropbox. And you can, there's articles about Handel as a teacher, which we don't really think much about, but he did have quite a large studio of students as well, because that's how composers make a living, quite frankly. It's by teaching how any of us make a living. There's also some discussion about, particularly in the mid-century, that a lot of the arias of Handel were put out in these collections, but they're completely taken out of context and put in different keys. So people who look at them have no idea what's going on, and I think this is because our internet just is, because since it's the end of the period, the internet's going, right, the server's unloaded. And there's some other other articles of interest in there talking about Handel and his time and what was going on at that time. Think about this, though. We're talking about the early 1700s, between 1717, 1750. Think about what's going on here.
Colonization.
Well, yeah, we're even past colonization, right? We're actually starting to form, obviously 1776 Declaration of Independence, but yeah, we're in the advanced stage of colonization of this part of the world. So just to give you a sort of a historical perspective, and then when we get to Mozart, that's really the time of the American Revolution.
Yeah.
So I don't think much about that, but it's kind of interesting to think about what's going on in different parts of the world.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm sorry that didn't come up. It always tends to crash right when I need it, but that's life. So Monday we will review for your midterm. Okay, we'll put together your study guide for that. So please be here ready to go, and thank you very much. Have a good weekend, and we'll see you.
Thank you.